Hi students and friends, this is your host and teacher Sayyid Ayazuddin Haider. You're watching Learn and Teach by Sir Ayaz. So I was doing past papers and I was doing 5070 variant 12. It's of October, November 23 and I'm done till 18. So I will continue from question number 19. Which statement is correct? A. A base will react with an ammonium salt to produce a gas that turns damp blue litmus paper red. This is incorrect because base reacting with ammonium salt, it produces a gas. It does not turn blue litmus paper red, it will turn red to blue. So this is incorrect. B, adding a base to an acidic solution will increase the pH of the solution. This is correct because the pH of the acid solution is low. When you add a base, it will get neutralized and the pH of the solution will definitely increase. See, aqueous sodium hydroxide is an alkali but not a base. This is wrong. All alkali are bases. D, in a neutralization reaction, a base donates a proton to an acid is also incorrect because base is a proton acceptor, not donor. So B will be the right answer for 90. Number 20. Information about three oxides Q, R, and T is given. Q reacts with dilute sulfuric acid to form a salt and water. R reacts with both acids and bases to form a salt and water. T reacts with aqueous sodium hydroxide to form a salt and water. Using only this information, which row correctly classifies the three oxides? So Q is reacting with dilute acid and it's producing salt and water. So Q must be basic. So either C is correct or D is correct. Both A and B is incorrect. Now I've narrowed down your choice. It will become easier for you to select the best and right answer. R react with both acids and bases to form salt and water. So it must be amphoteric. So D looks correct to me. I'm confirming the answer. Let's see the last one. D reacts with aqueous sodium hydroxide to form a salt and water. It must be acetic oxide. So D must be the right answer for number 20. 21. Which definition of a hydrated substance is correct? A hydrated substance is a soluble ionic compound such as barium sulfate. Barium sulfate is not hydrated. If it's hydrated, it must contain water in it. It's not containing water. B, a hydrated substance is an ionic compound that contains no water. This is also incorrect. Hydrated substance must contain water in it, which means it get attached to the salt, crystalline salt. C, a hydrated substance is one that is chemically combined with hydrogen. This is also incorrect. Only D will be left. This is the correct statement. A hydrated substance is one that is chemically combined with water. For example, copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate, CuSO4.5H2O. It's copper 2 sulfate. Pentahydrate. (22) A student has 5 reagents: dilute hydrochloric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, dilute nitric acid, solid calcium carbonate, solid copper 2 carbonate. How many soluble salts can be prepared from these 5 reagents? Now, if you react hydrochloric acid with calcium chloride, you will get calcium. Hydrochloric acid with calcium carbonate, you will get calcium chloride. So this will be the one soluble salt. If you react hydrochloric acid with copper 2 carbonate, you will get copper 2 chloride as a salt. It is also soluble. So 1 plus 1. If you react dilute sulfuric acid with calcium carbonate, you will get calcium sulfate. It is not soluble salt. Calcium sulfate is insoluble. What if you react sulfuric acid with copper 2 carbonate? You will get copper 2 sulfate. It is soluble salt. What if you react nitric acid with calcium carbonate? You will get calcium nitrate. It's a soluble salt. What if you react nitric acid with copper 2 carbonate? You will get copper 2 nitrate. It's also soluble. So there must be 5 soluble salts that can be made from these 5 reagents. C is the right answer. 23. The table shows the number of electrons in one atom of each of the elements W, X, Y, and Z. So in W, there are number of electrons in one atom 9, X, it's 15, Y, it's 19, Z is 35. Which statement is correct? A, W and Z are in the same group. W is 9 and Z 35. Let's see. 9 and 35. Here's 9 is 35. 9 electrons, 35 electrons. Same group, group 7. So this statement looks correct to me. For your convenience, I am reading the other statements. B, X is a metal. X containing 15 electrons. 15 electrons. Where is 15 electrons? Here is 15 electrons. It's in group 5. It's not a metal. It's a non-metal. This is incorrect. C, X and Y will form the compound X3Y. So for this, we need to see the valency of X and Y. X containing 15 electrons, Y containing 19. X and Y. Here is X. It's in group 5. 19, potassium. It's in group 1. Plus 1, minus 3. So 3 plus 1. Ignore their charges. But you will get 1 and 3. X, Y, 3. This is incorrect. Formula is incorrect. Y is a non-metal. Y is not a non-metal because proton number is 19. Number of electrons 19, which means it's a metal. So also incorrect. So A will be the right answer for number 23. Moving to next question. Some properties of elements in group 7 and reasons for these properties are shown. Which row shows a property and the reason for this property? For A, all the elements exist as diatomic molecules, and the reason is that each atom has 7 electrons in the outer shell and can share a pair of electrons. This statement looks correct to me because group 7 elements, where is group 7? Here is group 7. We have fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, and tennessine. They all exist at diatomic state and they have 7 electrons in their outer shell because of the group number. It indicates the number of electrons in the valence shell, and then they can share a pair of electrons to form a diatomic molecule. So this statement looks correct to me. B, the elements are classified as metals. This is incorrect. No need to read the other statement. If one is wrong, no need to read the reason for the property. C, iodine displaces bromine from aqueous potassium bromide. This is also incorrect because iodine, here is iodine, it's below bromine. So it can't displace bromine. Bromine is more reactive than iodine. This is also incorrect. D, the boiling point increases as the group is descended. Now the boiling point increases. This statement is correct. Now what is the reason? As the group is descended, it becomes harder to break the covalent bonds between the atoms. We don't have atoms. We have the molecules. They exist as molecules. So we have to break the bond between the molecules. This statement is incorrect. So only A will be the right answer for 24. 25. Aircraft manufacture requires a metal that, number 1, has a relatively low density. Number 2, is resistant to corrosion. Which properties apply to aluminum? Aluminum has a low density. It is also resistant to corrosion somewhat. because it forms a protective oxide layer. But according to me, one should be the right answer. One should be the right answer for aluminum. Two should not be applied to aluminum. It is not resistant to corrosion because it forms protective oxide layer, which means it is not resistant, completely resistant to corrosion. But if you will consider this protective layer as acting as a barrier, then you can say it's resistant to corrosion. So both A and T is applicable to aluminum in this case. So A must be the right answer. That's what marking key says. Which diagram represents an alloy? An alloy is a mixture of metals. It must have different size metal atoms mixed together. So in this case, D must be the right answer. A is a structure for graphite. B is a structure for pure metal. And C is the structure for diamond. So D must be the right answer for 26. 27. A small piece of metal is added to a large beaker of water. A vigorous reaction occurs. When the reaction stops, a few drops litmus are added to the solution. What is the metal and which color is the solution after the litmus is added? This simply indicates that the metal added is one of the reactive metals. So you have two metals here. We have calcium and magnesium. Which one is more reactive? Definitely calcium is more reactive than magnesium. So either A is correct or B is correct. Both C and D is incorrect. Now you have added the litmus solution. Few drops of litmus to the solution. What you will get when you add calcium to water? When you add calcium to water, you will get metal hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is an alkali, and hydrogen gas is produced, and it will turn red litmus paper to blue. So A must be the right answer for 27. 28. The rusting of iron can be prevented by coating the iron with another material. Which statement explains why coating with zinc is more effective than painting? A, if the coating is damaged, zinc corrodes instead of iron. This looks correct to me because zinc is more reactive than iron. It will corrode instead of iron. B, iron is above zinc in the reactivity. Does not explain this. If iron is more reactive than zinc, then iron must be reacting. So it is not the right statement. C, zinc does not react with air or water is also incorrect. It does react with air and water. D, zinc forms an unreactive alloy coating with iron is also incorrect. It must be reacting or corrosion will take place. So A must be the right answer for 28. 29. The list shows the position of metal X in the reactivity series of metals. We have Na, Al, Fe, X, Cu, Ag. Which methods could be used to extract metal X? Now X is between copper and iron. So the top of the series metals undergo electrolysis method. And in the middle or after the middle, you are having metals which need the reducing agents. So we don't have electrolysis method for the solid metal oxide in this case. It's among the more reactive, not highly reactive metals. So we can't go for the electrolysis method. Heating the metal oxide with carbon, it looks right to me. I'm reading the other statement of heating the metal oxide with copper. It will not have because copper is less reactive than this metal X. So 2 must be the right answer. So C is the right answer for 29. 30. Which statement about water is correct? A, distillation is used to remove insoluble impurities from the domestic water supply. This is incorrect because we can't use distillation to remove insoluble impurities. We are removing soluble impurities during distillation. B, water containing impurities turns anhydrous, copper 2 sulfate blue. Yes, water even if contains it contains impurities. It does change the color of anhydrous copper 2 sulfate to blue. So B looks correct to me. For your convenience, I'm reading the other statements. Water containing impurities turns cobalt to chloride paper blue. No, it turns to pink, not blue. This is incorrect. D, water containing impurities boils at 100 degrees centigrade. This is also incorrect. It's impure. It does not boil at 100 degrees centigrade. The boiling point will definitely increase due to the presence of impurities. So B will be the right answer for number 30. 31. Some compounds that can be used as fertilizers are listed. We have ammonium nitrate, potassium phosphate, sodium phosphate. 3 of the elements required for plant growth have the atomic numbers N, P, and K. How many of these 3 elements are present in each of the compounds? So in ammonium nitrate, what we have? What is the formula of ammonium nitrate? Ammonium nitrate, the formula is NH4NO3. So we have only N here. So either A is correct or B is correct. Both C and D is incorrect. Now I've narrowed down the choices. It becomes easier for us to choose the best answer. What about potassium nitrate? The formula for potassium nitrate is KNO3. We have 2 elements, K and N. So it must be B. B must be the right answer. For your convenience, I am counting the elements for potassium phosphate and sodium phosphate. Potassium phosphate is K3PO4. So K and P. So these are the 2 elements present. So it must be 2. What about sodium phosphate? Sodium phosphate is Na3PO4. So there is only P present. So B must be the right answer in this case. 32. Different strategies to reduce the effects of environmental issues have been suggested. Which row is correct? Strategy to reduce the effects of climate change. Strategy to reduce the effects of acid rain. Now, if you reduce in livestock farming, this will definitely reduce the effects of climate change. So reduction in livestock farming. But the reduction in use of renewable energy does not reduce the effect of climate change, because renewable energy is the one we are looking for. Renewable energy is the one which replaces. Once used up, can be replaced. Livestock farming reduces the production of methane gas, which is responsible for global warming. It's a climate change. So either A is correct or B is correct. Both C and D is incorrect. What about strategy to reduce the effects of acid rain? You can use low sulfur fuels, because sulfur fuels when burned produces oxides of sulfur, which when mixed with clouds produces acid rains. So B must be the right answer for 32. 33. Which statement about organic compounds is correct? A. Each molecule of propane 1-ol has 1 OH group, and each molecule of propane 2-ol has 2 OH group. This is incorrect, because the formula for propane 1-ol, here is propane 1-ol. It has 1 OH group. We have 3 carbon, 1, 2, 3. It's at the position 1. OH is at the position 1. So this is correct. It has 1 OH group. But what about propane 2-ol? They are saying it contains 2 OH group. This is the formula for propane 2-ol. We have 3 carbon, again 1, 2, 3. This time OH is placed at carbon number 2. So there isn't any 2 OH group. So A is incorrect in this case. What about B? Octane and decane are in a homologous series with the general formula CnH2. This is wrong, because they belongs to the homologous series alkane. So general formula is CnH2n plus 2. So this is also incorrect. C, the ester butyl butanate has 8 carbon atoms in each molecule. This is a formula for butyl butanoate. 4 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, double bond O, O, butyl, 1, 2, 3, 4. These all are hydrogen atoms. I am not showing the hydrogen atoms because this will save our time. So we have 8 carbon atoms in each molecule. So this looks correct to me. C must be the right answer. For your convenience, I am reading the last statement. Structure of the functional group in carboxylic acid is COOH. This is incorrect because it's C double bond O or bond O, O, H. So C is the right answer. 34. In the fractional distillation of petroleum, different fractions are obtained at the top and bottom of the fractionating column. Which properties does the fraction obtained at the top of the fractionating column have compared with the fraction obtained at the bottom? Higher viscosity. The fraction obtained at the top of the column are having low carbon chain. They have low melting point, low boiling point. They are highly volatile. They have low viscosity. So this is incorrect. What about 2, low boiling point, lower boiling point? This is correct. Lower volatility, this is also incorrect because they are highly volatile. 4, shorter chain length, this is also correct. So C must be the right answer in this case. 35, a chlorine atom can replace a hydrogen atom in a molecule of butane, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, to form chlorobutane. How many different structural isomers of chlorobutane can be formed? I am drawing the isomers for chlorobutane. You can place chlorobutane at any one of these positions. Like if I will place at carbon number 1, so you'll get CH3, CH2, 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 Cl. This is one possibility. If I will change the position of this chlorine to carbon number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll have CH3, CH2, CH2, sorry, CHCl, CHCl, and CH3. So this is possibility number 2. If you place the carbon at position number 2. What if I will change the position of one of the methyl group, that is CH3? So the third possibility will be like this: CH3, CH3, in fact, it should be CH3, and we'll have CH2, Cl. Yes, this will be the third possibility. So it should be C. It should be C. But the marking scheme, it says B. I don't know why they are saying C. They have to mention with respect to different position of chlorine. If we'll talk with respect to different position of chlorine, then the answer must be 2. There will be 2 structural isomers. But when you are saying structural isomers of chlorobutane, then it must be 3. So B is the right answer for this question. 36, 2 statements are shown. Number 1, when ethanol is made from glucose by fermentation, each glucose molecule produces 3 molecules of ethanol. Number 2, when ethanoic acid is made from ethanol, the ethanol acts as an oxidizing agent. Which row about these statements is correct? So both of these statements are incorrect because ethanol is made from glucose by fermentation. Each glucose molecule produces 3 molecules of ethanol. This is wrong. It produces only 1 molecule of ethanol. So this is incorrect statement. What about 2? Ethanoic acid is made from ethanol. Ethanol is not acting as an oxidizing agent. It is acting as a reducing agent. So D must be the right answer for 36. 37. Polymer X is an addition polymer. The monomer used to make X is but-1-ene. Polymer Y is a condensation polymer. The monomers used to make Y are HOCH2, CH2OH, and HOOCCH2, COOH. Which statement about X and Y is correct? The repeat unit of X is CH, CH3, CH, CH3, and Y is a polyamide. So what about the repeat unit for but1E? This is but1E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because double bond is at position 1. This is but1E. So if you draw the polymer from this, what you will get? You will get this. I am considering this group as C2H5. This is C2H5. So this must be the polymer obtained. This is one of the repeat unit. So this is incorrect. So no need to look at the other statement if it's incorrect. B, the repeat unit of X is CH, CH3, CH, CH3. Again, this is incorrect. No need to read the next statement. C, the repeat unit of X is CH2, CH, C2H5. This looks correct. Now read the last one. Y is a polyamide. What about Y? Y, it's obtained from HO, CH2, CH2, OH plus HOO, C, CH2, COOH. So there must be loss of water molecule here. So we will get this CH2, CH2, and OO. The polymer must be like this: CH2, O, C double bond O, CH2. Again, you will get CH2. These all are H. So this must be polyester group. It's not polyamide. So D must be the right answer, obviously. In this case, both of these are correct. The Y is polyester, and the repeat unit for X is this. 38, which statement is correct? A filtrate is a substance that remains on the filter paper after filtration. This is incorrect. B, a saturated solution has a maximum amount of solvent dissolved in the solute. No, saturated solution has a maximum amount of solute, not solvent. C, a solution is a compound produced when a solute reacts with a solvent. This is wrong. Solution is not a compound, it's a mixture. Some mixture. Furthermore, solute does not react with a solvent. D, a substance that remains in the heated flask after distillation is called a residue. This is correct. D is the correct statement. 39. The diagram shows a chromatogram which spot has an RF value of 0.75. So you need to work out the RF value for A, B, C, and D. Look for A. The distance traveled by A, it must be like 2.25 divided by distance traveled by solvent, it's 9. So for what you will get? 2.25 divided by 9.25. So this is incorrect. What about B? B is 3 divided by 9. You divide 3 by 9, what you will get? 0.33. So this is also incorrect. What about C? C is 7 divided by 9. 0.77. This looks correct to me. What about D? D is 7.5. 7.5 divided by 9. 0.83. So C must be the right answer in this case. 40. The results of some tests on polluted river water are shown. Reagent aqueous sodium hydroxide, observation of slowly adding reagent. White precipitate, observations on adding excess reagent, precipitate dissolves to give a colorless solution. So it can be either Zn2 plus or Al3 plus. Now with aqueous ammonia, observation on adding reagent slowly, white precipitate, observation on adding excess reagent, no further change. So this must be Al3 plus because white precipitate is remaining, it's not soluble. So A must be the right answer in this case. Thanks for watching. Press like and share my videos. For more videos, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon.